Soon I'll call you my wife on paper too, but in my heart, you've already been so much more. I don't even know the exact moment I started seeing you as my forever person, but it didn't come with fireworks or some grand event. It happened, slowly, quietly, like how the sky changes before dawn. At first, you don't notice it. Then before you know it, everything is filled with light. That's how your presence entered my life, without force, without trying to be seen. You were just there, soft, calm, and true. There were things about you I noticed long before I even knew what they meant to me, like the way you let others speak before you did, the way you listened, really listened, not just with your ears but with your whole attention. You didn't try to outshine anyone. You didn't try to be more than who you were. And still, somehow, you became everything. In a room full of voices, your silence stood out the most. That grace, that softness. It stayed with me. It followed me long after the room was empty. And then there were the little moments. Those quiet gifts you gave without ever asking for anything back. You waited for everyone else to eat first. You smiled at the jokes that weren't even funny, just so the person telling them wouldn't feel left out. You helped without being told. You noticed things no one else did, like when someone needed a seat, or when someone just needed to be seen. That's when I realized that love doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it comes in whispers, and those whispers became my home. It took me a while to name what I was feeling. I thought maybe I just admired you. Maybe I just liked being around you. But love has a way of unfolding when you're not looking. One day, I came across a picture of us, standing near a coffee stall, laughing about something neither of us even remember now. It was just a moment, small and ordinary. But something about it stopped me. I stared at that photo for a long time. And I knew. You were not just a part of my days. You were the reason I looked forward to them. The love I feel for you is not loud or flashy. It doesn't shout for attention. It's the kind that stays. The kind that waits with patience. The kind that walks beside you without needing a spotlight. I fell in love with the way you made me feel safe just by being yourself. With how you made the world softer, more bearable. I didn't even have to try to be anyone else with you. And that, I think, is the greatest gift. Being loved exactly as you are. There was one evening I think about often. We were just sitting on a bench, nothing special about the place. It was cool outside, and you had your hands wrapped around a warm cup of tea. The sleeves of your sweater covered your hands, and your fingers were shaking just a little from the chill. I offered you my jacket and you refused like you always did. But that time I didn't let you say no. I gently placed it around your shoulders, and you looked down, smiled softly, and said, "Thank you." That moment lives in my heart like a quiet song. We didn't talk much that night, but the silence felt complete. It didn't need filling. It was enough just to be beside you. You looked up at the sky that night, and then you looked at me and asked, "Do you ever think about the future?" That question caught me by surprise. Not because I didn't have an answer, but because I had never said it out loud. You were always in my future, in every version of it. Whether I was dreaming of 1 year from now or 10, you were there, still smiling beside me, still holding my hand. And then you asked, "Do I fit in it?" And I couldn't help but smile. I said, "Not somewhere in it. You are the center of it." That's when I knew I couldn't keep hiding how I felt. It wasn't just something small or passing. It wasn't something I could push aside. It was real. It was deep. And it was growing stronger every day. From that day forward, I started doing small things to show you. I saved screenshots of our chats, even the silly ones. I started writing down little notes about how your laughter made everything feel lighter. I told my closest friend, "She's the one. I know it, even if I haven't told her yet." At the same time, I was quietly preparing the people around me, especially my family. My father especially. He's a man of few words. He doesn't speak much about feelings, but his actions are loud in their own way. I didn't know how he'd take it, not because of anything about you, but because inviting someone into your life is asking your world to love them too. And I didn't want anyone to just accept you. I wanted them to truly love you. One night, while sitting with my dad over tea, I said, "I've been seeing someone." He looked at me, nodded, and said nothing. Then I added, "She's kind. She makes me better." Still no big reaction. Just that quiet look of his. But after a few moments, he asked, "Does she make you feel steady? Like your feet are on the ground?" And I smiled. "Exactly like that," I said. He didn't say much more, just took another sip and gave me a knowing smile. That was enough. And now, here we are, preparing to sign the papers that will call you my wife. But if I'm being honest, no paper could capture what you are to me. You are not just a partner. You are not just someone I chose to spend my days with. You are the peace in my storm. You are the answer to questions I didn't even know I was asking. You are home, even when we are far from any place we know. I've dreamed of calling you my wife, not because of the title, but because of what it means. Because it means I get to build with you. I get to walk through life holding your hand. I get to laugh with you on our best days and cry with you on our hardest. I get to share everything, meals, mornings, messes, and memories. I get to grow with you, side by side. And even when we don't have the answers, we will have each other. I want you to know that I don't take this lightly. I don't see marriage as a finish line or just a next step. To me, this is a promise, a daily choice, a vow I will keep not just with my words, but with my actions. To love you not only when it's easy, but especially when it's not. To stand by you, not only when the world is kind, but when it is not. To celebrate your wins and hold your hand through your losses. To grow with you, to fight for you, and to never let you feel alone, even for a second. And when we sign that paper, when your name changes just a little on the outside, know that nothing about you needs to change on the inside. I fell in love with you as you are, and I will keep falling, again and again, in every season of our life. Whether we are standing in front of a crowd or just brushing our teeth side by side in the quiet of the morning, I will love you with the same depth. I will choose you in every small way, and if life ever feels too heavy, I will be the one reminding you that you never have to carry it alone. So yes, soon, I'll call you my wife on paper too, but more importantly, I'll call you my partner, my peace, my heart, and my home. I'll call you the reason I believe in quiet love, in slow love, in love that builds brick by brick until one day it becomes something unshakable. You are already that for me. And now, I want the world to see what I've always known, that you are my forever. And if anyone asks me why her, I'll smile and say, because she never asked to be the center of attention, but she became the center of my world anyway. This is not just a new chapter, it's a continuation of every moment that led us here. And I wouldn't want to walk into this future with anyone else. And when I look ahead, I see 1,000 ordinary days with you, and that's what I want the most. Not grand adventures or picture-perfect moments, though those may come too. But what I truly dream of is making coffee for you in the morning, hearing your footsteps around the house, sharing long talks on lazy afternoons, folding laundry while we laugh about something silly. That's the kind of life I want, with you in all the quiet spaces. A life built from small joys, soft touches, and shared breath. A life where love is not just spoken, but lived, felt, and protected. I want to be the one who knows how you like your tea, who remembers your favorite side of the bed, who notices when you're pretending to be okay. I want to be the one who stands behind you when you're brave and beside you when you're scared. I want to be the one who believes in your dreams as much as my own, who celebrates your light even on the days you forget you have it. I want to be the one who holds your hand through every season, every sunrise, every storm. You deserve a love that doesn't give up, a love that doesn't disappear when things get difficult. You deserve to be chosen, not once, but every day. And I promise I will keep choosing you. When we're laughing at nothing, when we're arguing over small things, when we're holding each other in silence, I'll choose you. I will love you even when we are tired, Even when the world feels too loud. I'll love you when we're older, when our hair is gray and our steps are slower. I'll love you when time tries to fade our faces, because to me, your soul will always shine, brighter than anything else. We've come a long way already, haven't we? There were days when I wondered if we'd ever get here. Life threw so many challenges at us. Distance, doubt, days when we couldn't speak the words we wanted to say. But even then, something in us held on. Something kept whispering, not yet. Don't let go. And so we didn't. We stayed. We grew. We trusted. And now we're here, at the edge of a new beginning. Not a fairy tale, not a perfect story, but something better. Something real.